guys, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. Today we are going to be making Caesar salad dressing here at home, quicker and with cleaner ingredients so that we don't have to buy it at the grocery store. Now if you've been following along lately, you know that we do things a little bit differently around here, so we're not just going to be making a fresh batch of one single batch of Caesar salad that will serve us well for a week. We are going to be making a just add liquid Caesar salad base that will serve us for many months to come. We are going to fill this pint jar with a few dry ingredients that I bet you already have in your pantry, and then when you want Caesar salad, all you have to do is add a few liquid ingredients that I bet are already inside your refrigerator. Let's get started. Okay, first ingredient is going to be lemon pepper, and we need half a cup of that. Half a cup of lemon pepper. And I have just shy of half a cup, and that's okay with me, because that's all I have. Okay, so next is going to be 2/3 cups of dried oregano. I just ran out of my Italian seasoning. If y'all are friends of the channel, y'all know that I pretty much only stock Italian seasoning, and anytime a recipe calls for oregano, I just use Italian seasoning. So I'm out of that, so I'm going to be actually using dried oregano today, but we need 2/3 cup of that. I only had a 1/3 cup left, all gone. So what I'm going to do is use a little bit of ground oregano. It is much more concentrated than whole oregano. Obviously, anything powdered is going to be a good bit more concentrated, so I'm just going to add to my 1/3 cup of dried oregano, I'm going to add a teaspoon of ground oregano. And by the time I make the salad, Caesar salad, I'm sure I will have some more on hand and I can add it if I want it, but I have a feeling this is going to be just fine. But to follow the recipe exactly, do 2/3 cup of dried oregano. Next is going to be 1/3 cup of dry mustard. We stock this in bulk because we make a lot of our homemade seasonings, and I use this in a lot of recipes. So 1/3 cup of dry mustard. 1/3 cup. If you're interested in buying spices in bulk, we get them both from Azure Standard and from Spice Classics on Amazon. Okay, so next is going to be a 1/4 cup of garlic powder. 1/4 cup garlic powder. And to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of onion powder. Oops. 3 tablespoons, 1, 2, and 3. Mine's a little bit lumpy because that is freeze-dried and I just didn't grind it up all the way. I ground it just with a spoon in a jar, not with a grinder, so that's why you see that it's not perfectly powdered. And that's okay. Okay, next, 2 tablespoons of lemon powder. Let's talk about this for just a second. This is lemon powder. I use lemon powder in my homemade seasonings a lot, so it was worth it to me to go ahead and do a freeze dryer load of blended up lemons and then freeze dried it to get lemon powder. So this is what I'll be using today. Before I had a freeze dryer, I just went to the store and I bought the true lemon packets. You can get them for very cheap. It is just lemon powder. Typically, I think some of them have some citric acid. Let's see. Citric acid, lemon oil, and lemon juice. So citric acid, lemon oil, lemon juice. And they were super duper cheap. I believe there is about a teaspoon in each thing. I want to say it was about 3 of these packets equals about a tablespoon of lemon powder. But if you do use that, just measure it out and make sure. But I do believe that that's what I did when I was using that. So if you don't have a freeze dryer and you don't want to buy lemon powder, although I will have some lemon powder linked in the description box below, you can absolutely just pick up some of these true lemon packets at Walmart or any grocery store. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of lemon powder. 2 tablespoons of lemon powder. It always kind of knocks me off my feet a little bit when I open this jar of lemon powder because it is so strong. It always catches me off guard a little bit. So strong. Okay, so after that is our last ingredient. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of salt. You can do any salt you like. 1 and Okay, there's our mixture. I love how it looks all layered, but we do need it all mixed together. So I just put the lid on and shake it up. You can certainly put this in a bowl and mix it up that way. I like to just put it straight in the pint jar and mix, 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 okay? Let's go ahead and actually make some Caesar salad from our dry mix. Okay, let's actually make our Caesar dressing. So let's start with the liquid ingredients that we need. We need half a cup of yogurt. If you want the thickest, creamiest Caesar salad dressing, you're going to want to use Greek yogurt. I don't have that. In fact, the yogurt that I have is a almost failed batch of homemade yogurt. I had heard that that you could get away with not boiling your yogurt and then bringing it down to a certain temperature, that you could simply just barely heat it up to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit and then move forward with the process. But look how liquidy it is. It does taste like yogurt. It has that slightly soured, tangy type yogurt, but I mean, look at this. It's barely thicker than milk. So I will stick with making yogurt the way I have always made it. But it's great for this purpose for salad dressing, okay? So half a cup of Greek yogurt for thick or just regular yogurt. And then we need a quarter cup of mayonnaise. Quarter cup of mayonnaise. And that's it, y'all. Then we just need our dry mix. So it's just yogurt, mayonnaise, and all the seasonings that we just made together. Now, ideally, I also add fresh grated Parmesan cheese, but I don't have that, so I'm not going to be doing that today. But y'all know Caesar salads typically have fresh grated Parmesan cheese. There's even Parmesan cheese mixed into most commercial salad dressings for Caesar salads. So I usually do that as well. I'm just out. But anyway, we need a quarter cup mixture of our, I just made that quarter cup dirty. Let me see if I have another clean one up here. Nope, hold on a minute. Okay, so a quarter cup of our dry mixture. And then just give that a good stir. If I had fresh grated Parmesan cheese at this point, I would go ahead and put that in there. Now, Caesar salad dressing, commercial Caesar salad dressing, as you may know, typically has anchovies in it. Anchovies is not something that we typically eat, and it's not something I store in my pantry. So this mix does not have that, but I'm telling you, the flavor is still there. Okay, there we go. It would be better with some Parmesan cheese. Did I mention how much? About a tablespoon of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. But this will still be good as is. You can see the color of it. I mean, it looks very similar to the Caesar salad dressing you would buy at the store. Here's a peek inside without spilling it. Okay, let me pour this on a salad so you can really get a feel for how similar it looks to store-bought salad. Okay, please forgive me for this super puny little salad. This is all that was left of our side salad that I fed my family last night as a side dish. So this is going to be our little test salad here. I'm going to pour a little bit of the Caesar salad dressing on it so you can see it, how it looks on the salad. Remember, it would be a good bit thicker if you used Greek yogurt. Delicious. And this powder, we use a quarter cup for each batch. So we have several more batches, and this sits in your fridge, and you would enjoy it within about 2 weeks, depending on how old your yogurt is. Maybe 1 week if your yogurt has already been sitting in the fridge for a while. Okay, y'all, time is running out to enter the giveaway. If you have not entered already, the Mix in Jars cookbook is coming very soon, which means we are going to be closing the giveaway very soon. So this might be your last chance to enter. Go ahead and access that giveaway in the link in the description box, or comment salad dressing in the comments, and I will send you the link that way. That's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.